Welcome back. I'm going to give Bianca the floor to pretty much discuss. We'll show you that, well, this whole gay marriage thing isn't as new as people like to say it is, really. So, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, gay marriage controversy started way before we even started recognizing gay people in 2011 for being considered for gay marriage. However, in the Ming Dynasty in the Fijian province, young girls would be binded in elaborate ceremonies to elder women, and same with young boys to men. Same things happen a lot with Romans and the Greeks as well in Europe. We also have evidence that that Emperor Nero in Rome, he was actually engaged to one of his male slaves. Another emperor, Emperor Elagabalus, he was actually married to one of his carrion slaves named Heracles. And um, the Christian emperor, Constantius, he was still the second, and Constance, they decided to ban gay marriage, and it was punishable by execution in 30, give me a second, you guys, 342 AD. They banned gay marriage in Rome, and it was punishable by execution. In 10, in 1061 in Spain, that's the first documented evidence of the first actual gay marriage. It was performed in a chapel in Spain between a man and a man. So this whole controversy on gay marriage is not something new. We like to pretend it's new because it gives us the excuse to have shock value, to act like it is some taboo concept, as if we are the only place in the world where gay people exist. Not
Yeah,
true.
and really, we're going to talk about the opponents of gay marriage and the reason why they're opposed to it, despite this long history and despite their claims that this is a new thing and that the world is slowly coming to an end. You hear a lot of people talk about the world's coming to an end, things are getting worse now. Men want to be together. I mean, it's ridiculous, but
They've
let's
been
talk
doing this from
about
the beginning of time.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it
Yeah.
just makes sense that it happened.
So let's first talk about the legal reasons that people are opposed to gay marriage. Go
Well,
ahead.
with marriage comes a lot of legal benefits. You have HMOs, you have rights as far as children, adoption, all those things. Though they are very sentimental situations, they are also legal situations. You have to be able to say on paper, this is my spouse, and they are able to call this, that, and third types of shots. Also, as well, in order to be able to legalize gay marriage, you have to have votes. And unfortunately, lesbians, gays, bis, transsexuals, they are the minority. So there aren't many people in Congress to represent them that are going to vote on their behalf. So then you have the majority rules, and they are not the majority. They are the minority. Majority is half plus one, and unfortunately, gays, lesbians, bis, and transsexuals, they are not the half plus one. So they are oftentimes overlooked and not even considered.
Yeah. And so also we have education. If you give me a moment, we're talking about how like I guess other people believe or who are opposed to gay marriage believe that if gay marriage is accepted, then there's going to be misinformation in the in like it's a gay curriculum. They think there has to be in public school. They're gonna force teachers to teach about homosexuality, and they're
Why?
going to yeah. I mean,
This by far is my favorite
I didn't have
argument
any
ever to just
homosexual curriculum.
debunk
I
because
mean,
it's crazy.
I mean, this is the same
Why would they have
conservative
gay
side
marriage?
that
Why would they have? I don't want to say gay marriage because it could be bisexual and gay. So I'm just gonna say same-sex marriage. It seems more politically correct. Um, why would they have same-sex marriage curricula? They don't have heterosexual curricula. Because if they did, then I'd be going to more weddings and baby showers. So they're not making people in school teach their kids about, oh, get married, and what a marriage is supposed to be about. Because if that was the case, more people would be married, but they're not.
yeah, these people have an imaginations that will learn all kinds of things in public school. Like so, I mean, I'm not really surprised, but yeah, it's not really a great
They
argument.
feel also that the teachers who
Yeah, they would get.
don't want to teach gay curricula will be punished. But who asked you to teach gay curricula? We don't want you to teach our children to be gay.
But we don't want you to teach our kids that it's wrong.
Exactly. We don't want you to tell our children that there's something wrong with living an alternative lifestyle.
Exactly.
Because that's wrong. That's judging people, and nobody is perfect.
So let's just keep it out of the curriculum altogether.
Which they will. We went to sex ed together. They
Yeah,
never
exactly.
covered that. They
I mean,
never.
maybe they're doing it now.
Maybe they're doing it now, but I wouldn't see why. Sex ed serves two purposes: to stop disease and teen pregnancy.
Exactly.
That's what sex ed is about. So they teach you to make sure you use a condom so you don't get pregnant and don't catch disease. And that's it. They don't teach you who to do it with and how to do it. They just tell you, just if you do it, make sure you wrap it up.
Exactly.
Put a monster put a leash on that monster.
Right. So what else do we have? Oh, children and family. They believe that legalizing gay marriage will have a bad effect on children. That if a child grows up with two moms or two dads, they'll first of all they think they'll become gay themselves, which statistics have shown that that doesn't happen. That
No.
the sexual orientation of parents doesn't affect the child at all.
Yeah.
So that's one
So
thing.
just spit.
So, and then they're also thinking that, children will, I mean, if anything, it'll make children more tolerant of alternative lifestyles, which I think is a positive thing. So that's good.
I'm more tolerant of people because they are like my parents. And my parents drive me crazy, but because I can love them in spite of the things they drive me crazy about, I'm able to love other people who have these same characteristics, even though it annoys the crap out of me.
So, I mean, I think that's a positive. They're also concerned about, a boy that has two mommies and how that kid's going to turn out. My thing is, if the kid has a positive father figure, role model in their lives, they'll be fine. It doesn't have to be a direct father. It could be an uncle or a brother or a close
or a neighbor.
friend or a neighbor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, or a teacher. So you don't really need to have a father in the house or even a mother in the house for that child to grow up to, be a man or a woman. So.
Right.
That's not really a great argument either, in my opinion.
And I hate the argument that the child will be confused. Sweetheart, you can't be confused in your own house on who your parents are. The child, you don't have to understand who the child refers to as the mother figure or the father figure. The child knows that this is both their parents because it's taught to them from day one. I don't need you to tell me who my parents are. I know who my mother is, my father is, and my stepfather is, and I don't need any teacher, governor, president, or anybody to tell me who that is. So the child would have grown up from day one knowing that they have two moms. Now, if their parents had to explain to them why they may have been the only kids in their class to have two moms, that is a family issue, not a government issue. It's not. It's none of your business. Sit down.
I think, hopefully one day, we won't even stigmatize people and children won't be mean to children about who raised them or things like that.
No.
I mean, if anything, it's none of the kids' business.
That's parental guidance as well.
Exactly.
Teach your kids to not judge other kids and make fun of other kids. But then again, if your parents do it, then you're going to do it.
That's where they get
so
it
maybe
from.
That's unfit parenting. Teaching your kids it's okay to be hurtful and cruel to people who are different.
So let's change mentality. If you worry about the kids growing up same-sex houses, change mentality of your own children so that they'll accept others. And so what about the health stigmatism?
Oh, this is precious. Apparently, there are groups who believe that not banning same-sex marriages will spread HIV. How? Well, apparently, there was a study at Emory University that showed that in states where same-sex marriages were banned, the HIV rate actually went up because couples were no longer monogamous because they weren't getting married. So it went up for 4 people for every 100,000 person in the population. And even if it was just one person per 1 million, that is a serious thing. So what are you guys talking about? Because that makes no sense. How do you spread HIV if you're only having sex with one person?
Right. And of course, then there's the religious aspect of it.
Oh, the best one, but save that for
part 3. Let's save that.
That's the long one. That's the long one.
Part 4, right? I think we're on part 3 now. Right? Yeah, I think so. Right, part 4. All right, stay tuned.